Hi friends, I got up really early in the morning because I received a settlement offer yesterday and I'm waiting to talk to my insurance company because from what it appears, they aren't even offering as much as what my insurance company has paid, and that could leave me owing thousands of dollars. So it's really not much of a settlement, is it? I just wanted to make this video because I know a lot more people will get in car accidents than they will be scammed by the fake IRS or ripped off by a tech support scammer. I think car accidents are a lot more common, and it will be 3 years in October since I got rear-ended while pregnant with my daughter. It was the last month of my pregnancy. If I can make anything positive out of this, it would be to help other people. So I just want to say that if you get injured at all in a car accident, get a lawyer. It will save you a lot of hassle. I should have gotten one from the very beginning, but I was stupid. I listened to my insurance company when they said, oh, you don't need to get a lawyer. This is going to be simple. They'll send you a settlement offer and then you'll just write back, well, no, I think it should be more because of this and that. And you'll just negotiate, and then when you get the settlement, you'll pay us back for the bills that we paid for. It got really complicated because of the pregnancy, though. And after this lady hit me, she said, I'm sorry, I guess I wasn't paying attention. And because her bumper was missing, there were two metal things sticking out the front of her car, and so those two things just jabbed my bumper. And I did talk to a lawyer later, and he said, well, there's not very much damage to your car. And so I guess the issue is, if your car isn't really messed up, then it looks like you must not have been very injured. So they don't understand why I was hurt for so long. Well, I believe the reason is when you're pregnant, everything is loose in preparation for giving birth, and the muscles separate so you don't have any core strength. And I was having many contractions at the time, and every time I had them, after that, I would have throbbing pain in my spine, and I would be bawling my head off. I had all my kids natural and hardly cried at all when I was in labor. I think I cried one time during my first labor, and that was after being in labor for close to a week at that point. So I'm pretty tough, and I found myself sitting in my car bawling because I was terrified to go into labor. And my husband asked why I didn't call the police after I got rear-ended, and well, I don't have a cell phone, and I was so focused on just wanting to get to my midwife. I didn't want to go to some random hospital to get checked out because I had so many contractions. I didn't want them thinking she's in preterm labor from the accident, because that wasn't the case. I had lots of contractions with all of my kids. And in hindsight, this makes me mad. The lady said, oh, you're shaking. Do you need to rest for a while before you drive away? Well, she didn't have her proof of insurance updated, and I think she knew if the police came, she was going to get a big fat ticket. I'm really kind of shocked that, knowing she hit a pregnant lady, I told her right at the scene right away that I was 9 months pregnant. I'm shocked that she didn't offer to call for medical help. And she hit me hard enough that the guy in front of me thought I hit him too. I mean, he could feel the jolt on the pavement. So he got out and he said, did you hit me? And I said, no. And he just gets in his car and drives away. Didn't stay to be a witness or anything. Then I got to my midwife as soon as I could at the hospital to get the baby checked out, and luckily she was okay. But by the end of my time there, I could hardly lift my legs. That was something that was never explained, was why my thighs and groin area hurt so bad. As I said, that's not back related. Once I finally went into labor, that was 36 hours of back labor. I don't think that did any favors to my healing either. I couldn't do physical therapy when I was pregnant because of all the contractions I was having. Just every time I bent over or took 10 steps or anything like that, I would have contractions. So we started with some massage therapy, and I hoped that would be enough to help, but I never imagined that, the physical therapy wasn't going to help, and then the doctor would say, we need to do some MRIs to see why it hasn't improved and see if the accident did some damage. I was having some leg weakness and had trouble walking for a long time. And then when I was in labor, I kept telling the midwife I needed her to check me. And she said, oh, you'll know. And I said, I don't think I'm going to know when it's time to push, because all I could feel was this, stabbing, crushing pain. And she was almost born on the bathroom floor because I had gone in the bathroom to try to get her to move lower. They had told me to sit on the toilet backwards with my head against the wall. And I was in horrible pain, but I couldn't feel pressure like I could with my other kids. So I stood up and was going to have her check me again, and I decided I'm just going to do a light push just to see what happens, to feel a change in sensation, if it relieves the pain at all. And her head moved down immediately, and I said, she's coming out. And I waddled to the bed so fast. My mom said she wondered why I had this urgent look on my face. I had told my insurance company that my doctor wanted the MRIs. They said it was okay, and after the fact they said it was medically unnecessary. Then I had to have them write a letter stating why it was necessary, and it took months before they finally paid like the close to $3,000 in bills. So they were trying hard to stick me with that. I have so much paperwork. I could probably wallpaper an entire wall in my house. Maybe even more. I have a friend who has the same insurance company as I do, and when she got rear-ended, she had no worries. So I was able to tell her, get a lawyer. And she was pretty surprised because she'd had really good experiences with them. I've had good experiences with them for a long time, and my husband always said that they were the best to work with as far as homeowners insurance and that sort of thing, because of the line of work that he was in. And I was surprised to hear from the doctors and stuff that my insurance company is one of the worst ones when it comes to car accident injuries. The other driver's car insurance, they probably changed my adjuster at least 5 times. Just when I think we were about to make progress, that there was going to be a settlement offer, you have 3 years from the time of your accident to settle the claim. They would send me a letter saying, oh, you have a new adjuster. And one guy told me, oh, all we need is just some receipts from you as to what you paid out of pocket, and then we'll do the settlement. I talked to a new adjuster after that, and she said, oh, we don't have this, or that. My insurance company had to send them over 500 pages of stuff by fax, and of course, she had to go through all of that. I would call and follow up, and she would say, oh, I'm going to get to it soon. I would call again, and she would say, oh, I have to work on these other ones by the end of this month, and then yours is going to be the next one. The most frustrating part for me was when I got my labor and delivery bill because my health insurance denied it because I had an open liability claim. I received a bill for $9,700, and it took so long to reprocess that I was threatened with collections if I didn't pay it in 10 days. I had called up my insurance company and said, the car accident didn't get me pregnant, and it also didn't make me give birth. Years ago, when my sister was pregnant, she got one of those incident reports from the insurance company. It was asking, it was as if she had an accident or something. And it said, "Who's responsible for this?" And she wrote, "My husband." She had fun with that one. So the settlement I received yesterday is not even as much as what my insurance company paid for my medical bills. So now I'm going to have to find a lawyer who will want to handle my case. And I'm not totally certain that things will go the way that I need them to. I don't want to end up owing more money. I'm very stressed right now. I have no appetite. And on top of that, just a couple days ago, we were told my grandma has maybe a few days to a week to live. So, of course, after over 2 years of being put off about the claim, it's, so well timed. Anyway, insurance companies are not your friend. I hope this will be useful to someone in the future. Just get yourself a lawyer. If there's just damage to your car, don't worry about it. They'll pay for the car damage, but bodies can be tricky. Can't wait for the situation to be in the past, and I'm really praying that I don't end up owing money. I feel like I'm getting totally screwed. Now I'm going to see a friend who lives close to the beach, and I just need a change of scenery. Hope you all have a good day.